But this shows you that from early on, there was this negative thinking. I mean, let me say this, and hopefully I'll say it again later. Imagine a generation, because it's happened here, being indoctrinated to think a particular way about a group of people. And that indoctrination happens not just with adults thinking that way, that, in the beginning of whatever the atrocity is, like the Nakba, right? The atrocity. But imagine somebody's born and their entire life they are told these people are subhuman. They're less than you. Your entire life, that's all you've ever heard. Well, that happened in America with black folks. It happened in Germany with the Hitler Youth. He got rid of books and other things like that. Mein Kampf was required reading. He indoctrinated them so they were willing to fight for him in anything he wanted. Because all they had ever heard is everybody's less than you. You are the greatest. You deserve to rule the world. Now, you may have never heard me say this before, but I say it all the time. Ain't no God in that nowhere. God didn't create one group of people more intelligent, more purposeful, more important than another. What kind of God would that be? But there are people that have been indoctrinated to think that way, and they sure do. But that's not the way. Jesus didn't die more for one group than another. However, I might as well throw this in since I went there. You need to understand that that's why it was important to call the Ashkenaz the original Jews, because of their skin color, when Jesus looked like this. And that wouldn't make black people superior either. But the point is that if we make him look like us and we're already in authority, and when missionaries would go into different countries and they would colonize that country, this is before 1948, when they would do it, Middle Ages, Renaissance, 1882, the Berlin Conference. When they would do it, they would go in, and one of the first things they would do is have children start drawing and depicting Jesus as somebody that's white. Because if he looks like me, then I'm superior to you. I have a better hold on God than you do, so you should submit to me. That's the whole idea. And what the Zionists have done, as you look at this picture, top left, what they've done is infiltrated different areas of media, not just in America, but in other places in the world, but definitely in America. Getting into the financial markets, things like that. That's why as soon as someone like Kyrie Irving says something, they come after you with he didn't even say anything wrong. I've got the 2 books over there that he was talking about the video for. There's nothing anti-Semitic in any of those, other than what I've been trying to explain to you, who the original Jews are. That's in there. But there's no denial of the Holocaust. He even mentions it, that it happened. But, oh man, when you control the narrative, when you control it, you can get people to say whatever you want. Listen, I've been a participant, member, however you want to put it. We didn't have membership in the Vineyard Church, a white evangelical church. And there are some churches you can walk into, if you so much as say Israel, they start screaming and shouting. Because the conditioning is Israel gets to do whatever they want, as if God let them do that in Scripture. The picture on the right. That picture, images. That's why I'm careful what I show you. Images are 60,000 times more powerful than words, have more of an impact than words. So because you've seen things over and over again, Moses and, the Ten Commandments movie, all of that, Jesus and, movies about Christ and at Easter and all of that kind of stuff, because you've seen that over and over again. Elizabeth Taylor is Cleopatra, as if Cleopatra was white. I saw something the other day where a guy made the Canaanites white-skinned people. I need a sip of juice on that one. And people were applauding him for his research. I'd say about 90% of what he was talking about in his research was right, but that part was wrong. And other parts. I mean, he's got everybody in Egypt and Africa. They're all, anyway, wasn't planning on spending too much time there. The point, however, is this. If you're told a lie over and over again, it can start sounding like the truth. And if you've heard that lie from birth, you may not know at all what the truth. I know I didn't. Till I started researching. And as I started researching, I was baffled because now my mind has to switch from the way I was thinking to this new things that I found, and even seeing it and seeing other research that's been done, peer-reviewed research. It was still difficult to flip my mind over because I've heard the opposite for so long. That was done on purpose. Let's watch this video with Jimmy Carter.